Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Pause Window Cleaning, and in today's video I'll be talking to you guys about project to payment. Now, a couple of you guys have reached out to me like, hey Andy, you've been kind of talking about project to payment throughout 2024. Is there like a video talking about it? And if not, can you make a video about it? That's pretty much what this video is about. I'm going to be kind of breaking down everything when it comes to the project payment side. We're going to be focusing today on the desktop version and just how much it can benefit your business. Now, if you use my link in the description down below, you'll get 3 free months of using this software. Try it out, see if you like it. I'm sure you're going to really like it. And then after that, it's only 20 bucks a month. Now, I know there's other softwares out there that charge, more for a business management tool such as this one. But what I really liked about project payment when we were talking about this software, they were like, oh my man, that's a lot of great features. I mean, how much is it going to be? 20 bucks. And I was like, really? Wow, that's great. So I really like this program a lot because it's not going to break the bank, but also too, it's going to really help benefit your business a lot. And we're going to break down a lot of it, but most importantly, I'm making this video because I really believe in this software. And every time I've been using it since version 1.0, and now that version 2.0 has come out, it just has been a huge game changer. And I'll kind of break down, like I said, like when the new features are from the version 2.0. But yeah, I just feel like they really have like a great idea of us in the back of their minds when they're making this software. So most importantly, when new features come out, it's for our benefit. And yeah, I really like it a lot. But enough about talking about the program. Let's actually get it straight into it. They made a demo account for me, so we're gonna kind of get into a demo account. It's not gonna have all my clients on here, so just for privacy reasons too. But focusing more on just having this demo account to kind of show you guys how the software works. And essentially, this is what it's gonna look like when you sign in. So here we have project payment, Pause Window Clean demo. This is a demo account. apausewindows@gmail.com. So that's my business email. Here on the left, we have project schedule, customers, take payments, item library, invoices, payment activity, settings, merchant portal, help center, suggested feature. That's a really great feature because if you have a great idea, you can always suggest that as a feature, and who knows, maybe it'll be implemented into the system and it's just going to only benefit everyone. When it comes to schedule, it's really cool because essentially here, this is what's going to be really nice. Today is December 10th. I don't have obviously any work today because we're doing this on a demo account, but essentially, it'll show you like the week view. I don't work on weekends, so this actually makes it kind of easy, that I don't have to worry so much about, putting like something on a Saturday or Sunday, but if I did need to do that, then I can put it for the month. And then from there, you kind of have like an overall view and all that. And what's nice is that you can show like the estimates and show weekends. And so, like I said, it kind of like makes it so it's Monday to Friday, which I really like a lot because I don't really work on the weekends. But again, it's nice to have that as an option. And so you have that. And if not, let's say you have like, sometimes I even have like a couple of jobs in the same day. So it'll be nice to just kind of break it down for each one. And then what I do is, because I have Apple CarPlay on my car, I just go to the project. Like for example, let's go here, like this one, right? I know it says complete because we're doing it on the demo, but like what's nice is that when you come here, you can just click directions and it'll go straight into my phone. And then from there, it'll go to my Apple CarPlay and just makes things so much easier. So let's say we want to do another project, right? Let's just create another project. Project name, let's just say screen cleaning because I want to just focus on screen cleaning right now. Let's just do again, like let's say John Doe is like, hey, can you come back and just do screens for me? And let's do it on the same day that we schedule. So let's say the 16th, right? Then from there, we're going to add a line, select from library. Then from there, I'm going to say screen cleaning, right? Now, I don't even know if the Rose Bowl has screens, but let's just say they do, right? And let's say I counted, I don't know, 100, right? Look, it's from 5, right? Boom, 500. So that's what I really like about it because you can put the quantity there and you can go up and down and you can even add more items. But essentially that just makes things so much easier because sometimes, you want to make a right estimate. They don't want to be like, oh, it's $5 for 100 screens. It just kind of makes it nice because it kind of shows them what essentially that does. Okay, let's say they want to pay. You just go here, create an invoice. And essentially, what's nice about this is that it already clicks this already. So you already can say like, make one less step, of having to click everything. Then from there, you can say take payment now, collect later, record cash, check, or other payment. And so like, let's say you want to take payment now, boom, you just put all their credit card information there. And then you say create and process, boom, that's that. Then you want to maybe like record a payment method like cash, and then you can record and send an invoice. But essentially you want to say collect later, you can also do that too. Or, if let's say you just want to make things easier, you could just also say send for payment invoice message. Hi, job is completed. Here is the invoice. Okay. That's it, right? And then you just say send invoice. So it makes things so much easier. Now, when it comes to send for payment, it pretty much is going to use their credit card. So that's pretty much what that means. And, we'll talk more about it later in the settings area here, talking more about like when it comes to all that payment stuff. And you can do a lot of cool things about it, but we'll talk more about that because I'm going to get off track. But anyways, so that's kind of that when it comes to projects. And let's just say that we actually did do the job. Go to here, invoices and payment, and then let's just say record payment and create invoice. Boom, complete. We have here, we have pending on the project that we have in itself from projects, right? So it's pending. So now let's go to invoices. Boom, done. That's kind of what I want to show you guys. So John Doe paid for his window cleaning for inside and out, but not for the screens, right? Because let's say you can say window cleaning, maybe it's other things too. Again, you just go to view and it kind of shows you what you said to them. So, and it looks very professional too. You have all this information here, right? That's our address, the demo and all that. So it just makes things a little bit easier and very, very, very smooth. So another thing too, kind of want to mention too, let's say they wanted to pay or something like that, like this one here, you can also show a QR code. So you just go there, boom, they take a picture of that and they can just pay on their phone. Makes things a little bit easier. So maybe you don't have to hand the customer your phone itself. You don't know what they're going to do with it. So maybe you could just send them that. Or also too, what you can do is just email the invoice, and that's pretty much it. But payment activity is really cool because you have reporting. So to year to date, I literally made no money. I didn't make any money this whole year, but until November, you see that it went up in December. And then this week, I made $151. This month, custom range, you can select custom dates, to see kind of how things are going. But it's really nice because you can even break down here how you accepted it, and then hide pending payments. That's going to be a little bit interesting how it works on that, because not interesting, but it just makes things a little bit nicer because you don't have to worry so much about having to get it confused with the two. So that's kind of that. So anyway, so yeah, so then we can export to CSV or download, and it just makes it easier because, as you guys probably know by now, I do a 100K journey, and I pretty much look at this all the time. I always go to this week, and I kind of see everything, and then from there I go to payment activity, and I kind of see which jobs that I did. So that's how I kind of do everything on my end to show you guys how much I made and who I did that week, type of thing. So it just makes things so much easier. Now let's talk about settings. So this is pretty cool. You have a QuickBooks integration. I know a couple of you guys have asked about that. So that's kind of that. But brand settings, this is my logo. So it already kind of does the primary and secondary. So that's kind of easy. And then you can also put it here. And if you want to change your logo, you have to contact support, because we just have it like that. Okay. Then from there you have business settings. I'm in California, Los Angeles, California, or Pasadena, I should say. That's that. And then you have your emails, and this is my business address, right? Again, this is a test account, so that's kind of that. So it makes things a little bit easier. Invoice settings, and so here we have invoice settings due upon receipt, which is great. And then I personally like this feature a lot because I can come here. Frequency, I would say daily, because you want to get paid, right? Number of resends, I just put until I get paid. And then an online review link, this is great because now you don't have to worry so much about trying to ask them always hey, can you leave a review? This kind of makes things a little bit easier. If you had a 5-star experience with us, please leave a review, which is actually pretty nice. It's already kind of already a default, so it makes it a little bit easier. Then from there, you just get your Google business page or Yelp or whatever, and you just paste it there and just hit save. So that kind of makes it easier. I'm just going to leave it off because, I'm not going to put all that stuff right now, but essentially that's what that does. So that makes it really easy. So now payment page, it's great because there you can have it on and off there, and then you can have pretty much your invoice number and optional and all that notes. So that kind of makes things a little bit easier if you want to do something like that. Then payment settings. Now this is really great. I like this feature a lot, the surcharge, because I personally get in this when you get so. Let me rewind. In the past, I'll use other credit card services, and this is why I really like Project Payment a lot, because I'll use other credit card services, and essentially what they'll do is if I use a credit card, I will be charged, it can vary like from 3% to, if you use it like online, it can be a different percentage and all that stuff. So all these different things, this was implemented like kind of like from day one, and I really like this a lot because with Project Payment, it doesn't matter if you're in person, over the phone, online, however they pay, it's always going to be 2.9%. So what I can do here is kind of put it on the customer, right? So there you go. So then here, we can have a surcharge, have a 2.9%, especially if you're using it. This only applies for when they use a credit card. Let me just have that as a disclaimer. But yeah, you can pretty much do it on that. So essentially, when you get charged, right, for the 2.9% when it comes to doing the credit card and all that, it'll be pretty much like applied, and then from there pretty much balances itself out. So that kind of makes it nice. So you can put it as however you want, but I mean, I feel like if you have it the same that you're charged, it makes things a little bit easier. So essentially just makes things so much smoother. You don't have to worry about like, like every time I use a credit card, I'm kind of losing money on it. It just makes things a little bit easier. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much Project Payment on here. There's other features like recurring payments that are awesome, especially if you have like a job that you do frequently. You can already, have it scheduled to be charged on that end. And also too, with the customers, you can have their credit card information saved there. So then from there, when they, use your service again, you can always just charge them accordingly. But yeah, I mean, there's so many different features that are out there, but most importantly, guys, Project Payment and myself, or Ashley and I, we've been partnering up with them, and if you use our link in the description down below, you get 3 free months. Try it out, see what you think of it, and after that, it's only $20 a month. And what's great is that every new feature that comes out, it's not gonna be like a surcharge or whatever. They wanna make sure that it's like the best price. It's like $20 and makes it affordable for everyone instead of having to spend so much money on things. I personally think that extra money that I would have spent on something else, maybe use it for advertising or whatever, but it just makes things so much easier when it comes to using the Project Payment software. I really like it a lot. I 100% recommend it to anyone. And especially with all the features for that price point, just mind-blowing to me, and I'm really proud and happy to be partnered up with them. And so but yeah, that's kind of the video that I want to make with you guys, and if you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, anything about the software, just anything in general, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps the channel out. We're trying to grow the channel as much as we can, and bring as much content for you guys. So anyways, if you made it this far, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.